Hey, what's up guys? BMac here, and I want to share with you two trades that I took on Thursday. One was a pretty big loser, and the second was a pretty big winner that I actually took off a signal from Bookmap. Now, before I get into the trades, I want to show you how I found the stock that I traded today, and that was CYN. This is actually a clip from the live stream this morning where I'm looking at the scanner, I'm looking at my pre-market scanner, determining what is going to be on my watch list out of the gate. And based on this scan, which is the low float gap up scan on diptraders.net, this is a free scan to use. It's great for finding your pre-market gappers. CYN is the clear and obvious gapper, up 77%. And you can see I've dropped this down. I'm looking at the news, trying to figure out why is this stock gapping. The other stocks, the percent change is way lower, only 14% on the second highest gapper. And then if we look at the total capital traded during the pre-market, CYN has actually traded 32 million compared to the other gappers, only 3,214,000, and then this one down here is 8 million. So CYN is by far going to have the most eyes going into the open. So let's take a look at these trades. The first one is a loser. I'm going to play this at 25% speed. So what we have here is a V-shaped pattern, and anytime a stock is strong, it's making higher lows, holding VWAP, and we get this V-shaped pattern. Basically, we're coming back to the highs just as fast or just as quickly as we came off of the highs. I want to see this pop right back to the highs, which is exactly what it did. Usually, these patterns have a tendency to continue in the northern direction and have additional strength. So what I'm doing here is looking to scalp that high day break. It looks like that high day break is right at 241. I might get in a little bit early depending on what I see on the level 2. So let's take a look. I'm going to play this again. This is at 25% speed. So I'm seeing a bunch of green over here, not getting in yet, waiting for that 240. I want to see what's at 240. Usually we have larger orders that are stacked up around those round numbers, which we do. So I see tons of green. We're getting melted down at 240. Now I got in there, and you can see I got in a little bit early. I'm not totally filled on my position, which is strange because the ask actually fell down. So I would have imagined that I would be completely filled here. And this actually was probably a TradeStation issue. It took like 2 or 3 seconds for them to fill me on this order. And I think it has to do with their intelligent routing. So I'm actually going to start using, I think, the NASDAQ exchange and sending my orders directly to the exchange. But that's another sidebar. So let's continue playing the clip. So I'm still getting filled on my order. Now, the fact that we didn't go immediately, the fact that when I bought, the ask actually dropped down to 290 or 239 briefly, I would have been out of this. I probably would have just hit the bid and gotten out of this. And this is a great example of why you need to do that, because here we go. We're failing to break here. I'm seeing green, but then we just drop back down. Now, this is guaranteed you need to be out of the trade at this point. We are definitely failing to break 240, so I should be trying to get out of the bid. The problem is I'm still getting filled on my order. And as you can see, this is just going to drop totally off. And now is when I can hit the sell button. So I hit the sell button right now. And there we go. So now I'm getting filled at 234. And I'm all out of my position. So I think my P&L dropped about, I want to say like 180 bucks there. That was a pretty terrible trade. So I just jumped ahead. I'm going to set the playback speed to full speed. Now I want you to watch the bid on the matrix or the price ladder, and you're going to see a pretty large bid show up. I actually missed it the first time that I saw it. And then I glanced it down to the Bookmap and I saw it on Bookmap. So watch the bid here. I'm going to play this clip. We're going to come down and you're going to see it. I think right at, there it is, right at 235. And so now is when I'm seeing it in the Bookmap. And I just want to show you what that looks like. In the Bookmap, it actually didn't look too big. So this is the Bookmap. I'm going to scroll over and then boom. So this is what I'm seeing right now in the Bookmap. And it's about I'm sorry, it did look pretty big in the Bookmap. 117,000 shares. Now, we hadn't seen an order of this magnitude at this point. So this was a huge, huge order, and we have this amazing pattern, right? We got that V-shaped pattern. We're at the highs. It's holding VWAP. This stock has tons of strength. So this is a 100% buy, and we actually saw this earlier in the week. So I was prepared. I was prepared to get really big here. When I say really big, that means 8,000 shares. So as we come down, you're going to see me place 2 orders. I tried to get on the bid, didn't get filled there. So I have 8,000 shares now. And what I'm going to do is if it bounces up to 238, I'm going to take out half of my position. So I'm out half right there. and then I'm waiting for the rip through high a day, and then I'm going to take the rest off. Boom, and I'm out there 243. So all in all, that was about a $370 trade that happened in literally seconds. And that was all based on seeing that order in the Bookmap and just reacting to it, playing in front of it. Now, if that bid would have started to get melted, I would have had to get out on the bid and I would have taken a 1-cent loss. So my risk on that trade was about $40. So that trade was about 9 to 1. Not too shabby. All right, guys, if you enjoy this content, please let me know in the comments below and give the video a like, and let me know what you'd like to see more of in the future. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next video.